December 4th, 2025, 03:14 hours, 7 autonomous drones breach Russian airspace at 120 miles per hour. Target: Alabuga Special Economic Zone, Tatarstan. Mission: eliminate the Garan Shahed assembly plant. Success probability calculated by AI, 23%. Total loss probability, 91%. The machines have already accepted both outcomes. The question is whether the humans controlling them can do the same. The Crimean Bridge, Putin's $4 billion pride and joy. For the second time in 6 months, it's burning. But this time, the twisted steel tells a different story. These aren't the scorch marks of a truck bomb or sea drone. These are precision holes from American glide bombs, and the implications are catastrophic for Moscow. Here's what Russia can't admit. Ukraine just proved that the most expensive air defense system in the world can be defeated with garage-built decoys and basic physics. Meet Ghost. That's not his real name. 3 months ago, his squadron lost 2 pilots over Kherson. Their deaths weren't random, they flew predictable patterns, and the S-400 learned. Ghost promised himself he wouldn't make the same mistake. Tonight, he's flying an F-16 Block 50, loaded with 4 GBU-39 glide bombs. Each one is a 250-pound surgical instrument, capable of hitting a parking spot from 46 miles away. But tonight's target isn't a parking spot. He needs to hit a specific expansion joint on Bridge Pylon 145, the same joint damaged in the last attack, creating a structural weak point. Koval's computer runs 3 monitoring systems. First tracks power consumption, predicting battery death with 98% accuracy. Second tracks radar detection probability, updating every 2 seconds. Third predicts when Russian defenses will go weapons hot. Right now, that prediction shows a rising curve. Detection probability, 41%. Engagement probability, 18%. Both numbers are climbing. For 270 kilometers, this has been pure digital warfare. The drones are not following a fixed route. An AI recalculates the optimal path every 5 seconds based on threats, weather, and power consumption. The algorithm is not trying to be invisible. That is impossible. It is trying to look boring, like weather, like birds, like background noise. But nature is not cooperating. At -12 Celsius, the batteries are losing capacity faster than predicted. Mission success probability drops every 10 seconds, 26%, 24%, 22%. At 15%, the AI will abort automatically. They are not there yet, but the curve is trending down. Kazan Air Base, Radar Operations Center. Senior Sergeant Vitaly Rusanov stares at his screen. The Nebo-M system filters returns using pattern recognition that compares each radar pulse to what weather should look like. Anything that looks wrong gets flagged. Right now, Rusanov sees contacts that are almost wrong enough to trigger an alert. Not quite, but almost. He clicks on the track. A window opens showing movement analysis. The speed matches wind. The size matches rain clouds. But something is off. The movement pattern is too organized. Weather does not fly in perfect 50-meter spacing. Birds do not maintain formation at 90 miles per hour. Rusanov's hand hovers over the alert button. Wrong choice means paperwork. Right choice ignored means prison. His finger comes down. Alert condition 2, multiple contacts, bearing 178, velocity increasing. The alert goes to Moscow, where an AI system called Redut analyzes it against 6 other radars, satellites, and intel databases. 7 seconds later, 72% probability hostile drone incursion. Recommended response, weapons free. But the AI cannot give that order. A colonel looks at the data, decides to wake a general. The general takes 40 seconds to authorize engagement. In those 62 seconds, the Ukrainian drones cover 9 kilometers. The authorization reaches Alabuga's Pantsir battery. 6 systems go from standby to active search instantly. In Kiev, Koval's screens turn red. Detection probability, 93%. Engagement probability, 61%. They see us, Koval says quietly. This was always inevitable. The mission was never about staying invisible, just invisible long enough. Success probability drops to 21%. Abort threshold is 15%. They are 6 minutes from that point. The AI monitors the same data, calculating that abort will execute in 3 minutes 20 seconds unless something changes. At 38 kilometers from target, something does change. To arrive on schedule, the drones must increase speed. To increase speed, they must increase power. To increase power, they accept increased heat signature. All 7 mother drones throttle from 19% to 43%. Speed increases to 137 miles per hour. Motor temperature jumps from 20 Celsius to 78 Celsius. Against a -12 background, they stop looking like birds. They start looking like engines. At Panzer Battery Alpha, 4 kilometers from Alabuga, thermal cameras running in passive mode suddenly see 7 heat sources at 78 degrees, moving at 137 miles per hour. Automatic target acquisition, classification, cruise missiles. Engagement protocol activates, but the fire control radar has a problem. The targets appear, disappear, reappear. They accelerate, stop, accelerate again. The tracking system is designed for targets with constant speed. These targets are not constant. The computer generates errors, trajectory failed, lock unstable, manual override required. Inside the command vehicle, Lieutenant Nikolai Fedorov watches his targeting system malfunction in real time. The mother drones reach deployment point. Cargo doors open. 24 strike drones drop free. These are not dumb bombs. They are autonomous weapons with processors running tactical AI. The moment they separate, they activate swarm coordination. They do not use radio. Radio can be jammed. They use burst transmissions spread across wide frequency bands, nearly impossible to intercept. The swarm achieves network link in 1.3 seconds. 24 individuals become one distributed intelligence. Their AI executes evasion protocol immediately. This exploits a radar weakness. Doppler tracking predicts target location based on constant velocity. If a target suddenly stops, prediction fails and the track breaks. The strike drones begin a pattern. Sprint at 90 kilometers per hour for 3 seconds, hover for 2 seconds, sprint in new direction. Each stop drops their velocity to 0, making them vanish. Each sprint creates a new track. The Panzer computer sees 60+ intermittent contacts appearing and disappearing. The system drowns in false targets. Lieutenant Fedorov makes the call that changes everything. He disables radar tracking and switches to pure thermal. No predictions, no algorithms, just cameras that see heat. The display clears instantly. 24 white targets on black background. The stop-and-go pattern that defeated radar is suicide against thermal. Visual contact, Fedorov says. The 30mm autocannons are computer-aimed. The ballistic computer calculates trajectory, target motion, and atmospheric conditions in real time. Against drones hovering in place, it is effortless. First burst, 3 drones vaporized. Second burst, 2 more destroyed. In 8.7 seconds, 9 Ukrainian drones become debris. In Kiev, Koval watches 9 data feeds die. Mission success drops to 7%, well below abort threshold. But the AI does not abort, it adapts. The swarm detects that evasion failed. It switches tactics. When you cannot run from the enemy, you run toward the enemy. 15 surviving drones stop evading and dive at the Panzer, killing them. They target the one weak point, the camera pod on top of the turret. 3 groups, 3 angles, arriving within 2 seconds. The Panzer engages. Group 1, 2 destroyed, 1 gets through. Group 2, 3 destroyed, 0 through. Group 3, all destroyed. But Group 1 survivor was enough. One 5-kilogram warhead detonates on the camera housing. The camera dies, the tracking system dies, the laser rangefinder dies. The turret is functional, guns operational, but the Panzer is blind. Inside, Fedorov stares at black screens. All optics offline. The battery commander responds. Battery Alpha is combat ineffective. Battery Bravo, you have control. But Battery Bravo is 3 kilometers away, just now acquiring targets. By the time it locks and spins up, the drones will be inside the perimeter. The timeline shifted from minutes to seconds. 10 drones remain, 5 high explosive, 3 thermobaric, 2 armor penetrators. Above them, 3 relay drones deploy laser communicators. Invisible infrared beams connect to a relay station on the border. The Russian jamming system radiates 20 kilowatts of interference across all frequencies. The laser does not care. Light does not jam. Koval screens light with 10 video feeds, crystal clear, zero lag, 4K resolution. Assign targets, he says. His AI has already done it. Each feed shows colored targeting brackets. 2 drones to electrical substation, 1 to backup generator, 7 to Assembly Hall 2, the main production facility. 2 drones dive at the substation at 130 kilometers per hour. They target the cooling pumps, not the armored transformers. 2 warheads detonate, pumps destroyed. Without cooling, transformers overheat. In 90 seconds, they will shut down. 7 drones approach. The roof is 40 centimeters of reinforced concrete. 2 armor penetrators hit at terminal velocity. 2 molten holes punch through. 5 explosive drones thread through the openings. They do not detonate immediately. Terminal guidance activates using laser scanning to map the interior and identify targets. The AI recognizes assembly equipment, testing stations, integration cells. 5 drones, 5 targets, 5 simultaneous detonations. Thermobaric warheads create pressure waves that ignore walls and doors, collapsing structures and crushing equipment. High explosive charges scatter tungsten fragments at 3,000 meters per second, shredding everything softer than hardened steel. The building does not collapse, it tears apart from inside. Smoke clears, fires burn. In Kiev, Koval reads battle damage reports generated by AI analysis. Assembly Hall 2, 97% destroyed. Electrical infrastructure, 84% destroyed. Production capacity, reduced 70 to 85%. Estimated repair, 14 to 20 months. Mission cost, $460,000. Facility value, $800 million. Return on investment, 1,700%. But numbers miss the story. Alabuga produced 300 Giron drones monthly. Those drones killed civilians weekly. The line just went silent. For how long? AI calculates reconstruction timeline, 18 months median, 12 to 24-month range. 18 months of silence, 5,400 drones that will never be built, 5,400 strikes that will never happen. In Moscow, the defense minister asks the impossible question: where do we position air defense? Forward protects troops but leaves factories vulnerable. Rear protects production but exposes combat units. The war between machines just reminded everyone that machines do not win wars. Humans do, and humans cannot be defeated by software alone.